It is not magic but close to a miracle. I feel free now. Now that I know how to speak, what organs to use while speaking, I feel free and happy that I have become a normal speaker. And I think this is a very good platform for a person like us, that you have provided class using Skype as a medium to get to know the students from each and every part of the world. It is like a very big thing for us. They know about the amount of the class, so I have not told them fully about our class, but then I told them that I'm about to start a class with an speech educator filler, so that I may not look like a fool in means front of the other people, and I tend to forget what I was going to say to the other people. So it is very difficult for me to have a normal conversation. Actually, I was not taking in the thing which he is saying. He just asks us to go to a bookstore, and if you ask any if you it is said that 10 different people have 10 different opinions, he's saying, and that all the religion are not the same. There has been many instances where I had literally bite up my tongue or my lips while speaking. So I think because I'm not using my speech organs properly, so I have all these injuries on my mouth, and I try to I have these jerky movements with my neck. So it is very much painful, and it's like so much of energy is being used while speaking. So it's very tiring. It is the place where I have difficulty in my speech related to the thing that I am not able to help others. In case of my speech, I am not able to make the other person understand that I know what he or she is asking me, but then I am not able to enlighten them with the knowledge that I have.
What day of your class is today?
Second day. I spoke to myself. I said that it is 6 a.m. so you have to wake up, and I woke up and arranged my bed, tidied it up, and I headed towards the bathroom and brushed my teeth, and soon after brushing my teeth, I started to talk with everybody in my house, starting with my sister-in-law. And as I spoke with her and shared things about yesterday, she said that there was immense improvement in my speech, and she also commented by saying that I did not stutter a bit. So soon after speaking with her, I started to work here and there, do the house chores, and after that my father came, and I had a very nice conversation with him. I said to him that it is only my first day of the class that I have been practicing, and I have to practice again and again so that I become perfect. So everybody was happy with my speech today. So after my lunch, I had to go to some office for my official work, and there I started to have a nice conversation with the employee. I asked her about the things that I have come for, and she was replying back to me as a normal person. I spoke about the things that I wanted to know, and I think I stuttered a bit. I got stuck in a word or two, but then immediately I switched on to the Etalon way. There was one guy sitting next to me. He had also come for an official work, so he wanted a witness for his document. So I told him that I will help him out. He was younger to me, so I knew about the process already. So I helped him. I stayed as a witness for him and explained him that you have to go there, do this and everything. So he thanked me and he said that you have been very much helpful to me. So I was very much proud of myself that I was able to explain to him that I wanted to say. After my work in the office, I came home and I practiced reading dictionary and also reading some of the text from my book. So I took a rest for a bit, so I'm up right now.
You're up right now and you're ready to talk more. Right?
Yes.
That's right, because this is what speech training is about, speaking. If you want to learn to speak, guess what you need to do? You need speaking.
Speak.
Speak, speak, speak. Very good. So you mentioned that your family was pleased, everyone was pleased, but I have a question. What about
Yes.
you? Were you pleased?
Since yesterday, I can see myself not blinking my eyes too much or not using the extra muscles for speaking. Instead, I can feel myself using some of the areas, like some of the muscles out here which has been like using while speaking. So I have
Tongue. Don't point to anything else. It's the tongue.
okay, tongue.
Nothing else.
I have experienced so many improvement in me. I'm not like using extra muscles for speaking, which I usually do. It is not magic, but close to a miracle.
That's right, because you know what, even for me, every time I see, yeah, thank you, I just wanted to mention, to fix the screen. Even for me, it always looks like a miracle. I know how it happens. It has happened so many times in front of my eyes, but
Yes.
what Rahman did yesterday, it was just,
Yes.
he made it again much more simple, because as I mentioned to you, usually we spend about 4 or 5 hours more on explaining the basics, okay?
Yes.
And he just
Yes.
told me, you know what, this girl doesn't need the basics, she has it. We don't need to play kindergarten, okay? With some
Yes.
people we do, with some. But with you, we didn't need
Yes.
to do that. We just went directly to the discovery that he has.
Second.
Yeah, second lesson, right away.
Yes.
Learning words, because you are an adult. You don't need to learn how to computer. You don't need to do that, focusing on parts. You can focus
Yes.
on the whole word. Good. Okay. And questions. Now, if you have any questions.
I don't think I have any questions, because like it has become more clear now. So, I am thinking to myself that I have not been using my exact muscles or organ for speaking, and now that I do, it is quite a new experience for me. It is a whole new experience for me that I am learning to use my tongue only for speaking and no other muscle.
And isn't it nice? Isn't it?
It's very nice.
Feels nice, right? Feels
Yes.
pleasant. Do you see now
Yes.
why people love speaking?
I do now.
See, I see your tears, and it's amazing that I have tears myself. Every time it happens in front of my eyes, I'm like, oh my God. You know what? I'll tell you one thing. When I do this, when I work 24/7, I work a lot, and you know that. And when I get
Yes.
people screaming at me, insulting me, calling me names, I go, why am I doing this to myself? Do I need more than others? Why can't I just retire? I'm 57 years old. I want to retire. But then when I
Yes.
see tears like yours and smiles like you just gave me, I gotta move forward. I have to do it. Okay? So, it looks like one day was quite enough for you, right?
Enough.
So,
Yes.
but we're gonna continue. We still have 2 days to celebrate,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
how are we going to celebrate? We are going to talk like friends about anything we want, because speech
Yes.
is fun. Speech is fun,
Yes.
right?
It's fun.
Okay,
Fun.
so I have a question for you again. So did you make a phone call today?
Yes, I called many people today, starting with my friend. I called her and talked about the class. She mentioned that I have a little improvement as compared to my former speech. She was happy for me and wished me luck. And after that, I called my auntie, and as we spoke with each other, she also noticed that there is an improvement in my speech. She too was very happy with what I have to express. The movie that I watched recently is called Tamasha, which is called drama in English, and this movie was about a guy who used to love hearing stories and also used to love narrating it. From his childhood, he listens to stories, what the other people has to say, and every time after school, he used to go to a man who used to sit nearby the tree and listen to the story that he had to narrate. So he had a very imaginative world of his own where he used to imagine, he used to take in the stories in his imagination and begin to go on flow with the story. So that is the thing which has inspired me, and I do want to become the master of my own things, do things that I wanted to do. So I don't want any clutches. In case of my speech, I want to speak normally, spontaneously. So this movie was quite an eye-opener for me.
Are you speaking already this way? Are you?
Yes. Yes.
Of course! It's not I want to speak. You do speak already in this way. Okay, let's grade your speech. How was it? You spoke for 5 minutes non-stop. How was it?
It was awesome.
It was awesome. Did you make any mistakes?
No.
0 mistakes. 0! Day 3. So today is the last day of your class, right?
Yes. Yes.
Let's begin with the examination. Okay?
Okay.
So let's
Okay.
go. I see that your TV is on. Let's begin there.
Yes. Okay.
I can see a guy sleeping on the bus and he eats this sweet called kopiko and he is all energized by it and he is all active and dancing in front of other people. And I see 3 person in a bike and I see some masala. It is our Indian mouth freshener. I can see numbers on the screen and people clapping over a piece of biscuit and the person is talking about something. I can see a girl fighting the army. She is leading the army. She looks like a warrior princess and suddenly she turns into a lion. I can see 3 people on the screen. So now there is something written on the screen about smoking. Now I see 4 people standing, talking with each other. There is a girl out of the 3 person.
Okay.
And they are having some conversation with each other about something.
Okay. Now let's grade. I want you to grade your own speech.
Yes, I didn't make any mistakes and my speech was spontaneous and I said what I wanted to say. So I would grade myself A.
A. You know what? As a teacher, I would grade you as A+. It was beautiful, beautiful, clear Etalon speech. Congratulations. You have passed.
Thank you.
You have passed this test. And I want you to grab a dictionary now
Yes.
and read the words that used to be so difficult, so challenging. Okay? So I believe it was D, P, you know better.
Yes, I would start with P.
Let's do it.
Patent leather, paternal, paternism, paternity, pathetic, pathogenic, pathos, patience, patty, paucity, paunch,
Okay,
plain sailing,
let's go to
plain
the next.
song.
Yeah, let's go to the next letter.
Next word.
Next
Okay,
letter.
I would start with F.
Okay.
Fastener, fastidious, fastness, fatal, fatalist, fate, fiber optics, fibula, Fiji,
Okay, next
Fickle.
letter.
C. Cirrus, cerium, certain, certainly, certify, cervix, caesarean, cetacean, safe, cave, chafing dish, charging, chainsaw, chair, chairlift, chairwoman,
Okay.
chairlet.
Okay. Any other letters that used to be difficult?
Difficult.
Let's find
D.
them. Let's find the difficult ones.
D. Devish, desalinate, decent, descendant, describe, description, describe, dimple, dinar, dime, ding dong, dingy, dingo,
Okay.
dingly.
Okay, that's enough.
That's it.
I guess we're gonna stop hunting for difficult words and difficult letters. Why?
Yes.
Why?
Because there is no such thing as difficult words or letter.
That's right. So grade yourself for reading of simple words now.
I would grade myself A.
A. Once again, I didn't hear one mistake, so it's A and even better than A, because even when normal people read, they do make mistakes sometimes.
Yes.
Right? But you didn't make
Right.
any mistake. So you were better than any normal person.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So let's switch to reading of the text reading.
10 seconds of boldness twice a day is called to action to say and do whatever takes courage to say and do. And it's something that people who live success from the inside out practice every day. It says that just as brushing your teeth, it is important to act bold twice a day, every day. It is very much important for us to act bold every day in our life, as it is how we live success from the inside and out.
Did you make any mistakes in reading?
Not a single mistake.
What about telling back?
I think I recalled most of the things which I said in the test.
So which you read in the text, right? So did you make
Yes.
any speech mistakes?
No,
What's your grade?
I would grade myself A.
That's it. Okay, again, you have passed this part of the test. And what do we have left? Speaking from your memory. Okay, improvisations. Your topic is my best friend.
Okay. My best friend's name is Mingma. She is from Gangtok, India, and she has been my friend for the last 7 years. We have completed our high school together, and now she works in a bank. She has helped me in each and every way to enroll myself in this Etalon speech program. Since I told her that I am having difficulty in speaking with others and that I am facing challenges every day in my workplace, in everywhere that I go and have to make a speech, I'm having trouble. So I just asked for a help, saying that I want to enroll myself in this program, and she was there to help me in each and every way she can. So I'm very proud and happy to have her as my best friend, and she has helped me overcome my fears by helping me out, and she calls me every day, asks me how the class have been so far, and I feel great and lively to be her friend and to have her in my life.
That's a good friend. That's what a real friend can do, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how was your speech?
My speech was
spontaneous. I said what I had in my mind, and there was not even a single stutter. So I should grade myself now.
Of course.
I would grade I would grade myself A.
Good job. A. And my grade as a teacher is again A plus, because I didn't notice anything that you didn't do in the Etalon way. Very good, congratulations. I welcome you to the world of normal speakers. And right
Thank you.
now, we are going to discuss your life, which was very much linked to stuttering and influenced with this, they call it disease. Okay?
Incurable one.
That's right, incurable. Here it is, incurable disease. So let's talk a little bit about it. And I always ask the same question. When did you even learn? Someone had to tell you that you were a stutterer, that you had this problem. So how the whole thing started?
I remember stuttering when I was of 3 or 4 years of age. I remember when my friends from the house or my home or the area where I live, they used to tease me by saying that I stutter, I talk funny, and they used to make fun of me all the time. So I used to feel that I had something wrong with my speech, that I am not able to speak like a normal speaker. After that, during my school days, I had trouble reading out loud and answering to the question what my teacher had asked me. So I always used to ask my best friend for help so that she can answer for me. And it was so helpless. I used to feel so helpless, useless, that I am not able to use my own speech for myself. So after my school was okay according to me, but then the college life was more miserable as compared to my school, as we have to do presentation, patients, doctors and all. So I was not expressing fully what I had to say to my teachers, colleague, my staff and my patient that I cared of, and I was totally devastated and unhappy with myself, and I used to feel helpless, useless. So after that, I asked my father to take me out to a speech therapist. So in Sikkim, we don't have a speech therapist. So the nearest place where I had to go was Kolkata.
So how old were you when you asked your father to take you to a speech therapist?
I was 18 years old
18.
then.
Okay.
And my father would say that this is a common disorder and it would go in no time. So he said that it will heal when I will become older. So I was old enough for myself to understand that this stuttering is not going out from my speech. So I requested him to please take me to a speech therapist, and after that we went to Kolkata, since it was the only place where there were speech therapists available. So after that I learned my speech therapies from a teacher who was not exactly a speech therapist. He was a ex-stutterer. He also used to stutter, and after that, when he overcame his stuttering, he started teaching everybody how how to speak stutter-free. So I learned from him almost 18 days, and I tried to implement all of the techniques and tricks that he used to teach me. Most of them involved breathing techniques, exercises, and the other one was to prolong each word that you say. For example, if I have to say apple, I would be like apple. So even while speaking, he used to ask me to speak like this. My name is Kesang Choren. I was speaking like this for almost a year or two, but then I felt that I was speaking like a robot and people were laughing whenever I spoke. So I thought that it was not a normal way of speaking. He also told me that you have to suppress your emotions, like you cannot act excited or happy or sad. You have to act very slow. I have to eat slowly, I have to walk slowly, I have to act slowly in everything. So it was like it was very much undigestible for me because I am a very hyperactive person. When I'm happy, I like to be, oh, I'm very happy for you, like that. And he was like, don't show your emotions. You have to be sad. You have to act slow. Even if you are happy and you are angry, you have to act slow. So it was so unnatural. It was not me. So after that, I finished my BSc nursing from my college and I started working as a staff nurse in my own hospital where I've studied. And being a staff nurse, it feels so responsible for all the patients that you take care of. And if you know all the answers to what the visitors and the patient is asking you and you are not able to answer them, that is the most miserable feeling ever. When they used to ask me questions, I used to stutter like anything and they used to give me all these strange faces. They used to make me feel that I was incapable of working as a staff nurse, and that is the moment where I realized that I will not live like this. I want to be stutter-free. I want to speak like a normal person, and that I want to have a complete control of my speech in any situations that I want. Either it be an angry environment or excited, either I be happy, sorry, in sorrows. I want to let out my expression, my impression of whatever I'm feeling inside. So after that, I just Googled in the YouTube section that saying stutter-free success stories. So that is where I found many videos of you and other stutterers who have overcome their stutterers. I mean, totally eliminated stuttering from their speech. And I got so much inspired and I just was very envious about this class and wanted to join it. It was about a month ago that I found out about this class and wanted myself to be in it, and right now I am in it. And about speaking, it is a normal thing that we do in everyday life, but you have to know the correct way of speaking. If you have all the questions to yourself that is being solved and you know how to use your speech apparatus in a correct way, it is easy to speak.
Yes, it is. Believe it or not, everything that is created by nature, by God, is easy. It is when we humans come up with all kinds of artificial methods, techniques, tips, tricks. That's when we complicate our speech and it becomes difficult, uncomfortable. That's when we have problems.
Cure is not the word for stuttering. Stuttering is not curable, but we have to eliminate it from our speech. My recommendation to all those people who still stutter is that first you should know what really stutter is. When you don't have any knowledge that what mistakes you are making, you don't know anything about it. And after that, you should learn how to use the correct speech apparatus, the correct organ used while speaking. And after you know how it works and how everything is, then speech is very much fun to do. It becomes spontaneous and you love speaking all the time. I am very happy that I found this Etalon speech program.
Thank you for being a great student.
Thank you for your guidance and education.
Namaste, right?
Bye-bye.
Namaste.
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 Yes, namaste.
Lots of love to you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Anna, for everything.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And all the best for your next book.
Yes, next book is gonna be cool.